What's up, everybody? It's Strings and Sweaters. My name is Tim. Thank you guys for clicking on this video. We have a fun one in store for you today. So first, we're going to talk about the unveiling of the Florida All-Star Weekend. Is it the weekend? I don't even know how long they do it because I don't really watch it. I watch it for the skills. I don't care about the game. But yeah, so we have the new All-Star jerseys out. I'm wearing my classic All-Star Yager jersey, and the reason is because they're basically based on this jersey here with some different color schemes. So we'll talk about that. And I wanted to do an unboxing of some patches that I got. I'm very excited about, and I want to show you all the patches I have together. So that will be cool. And maybe I'll show you a little behind the scenes of how I get my patches behind me to stay up on my jersey rack. It's not rocket science, but it's a hassle sometimes. But let's get right into it. Talk about these All-Star jerseys. So the All-Star game is going to be in Florida. There are already patches out for it. There's already concept art out for it. But we've been waiting to see the jerseys, and finally they are unveiled. So for the home team, I guess you would call them, we have a black base, this neon teal in the collar, and then under the neon teal on the arm, you have this bright pink. And you also have the reverse retro orange NHL crest. So let me grab one of my reverse retros. Here you go. So you have this orange NHL crest that's going to be on these All-Star jerseys, which I think is pretty dope, honestly, because the puck is originally orange, and it's a throwback to when the NHL used that orange color frequently, in their logo. So for our home jersey, let's give my reaction. I think it's dope. Honestly, I like the black and the pink. I like how that neon like teal separates it. And also I like the coloring of the logo. I like that neon teal backdrop on the Eastern Conference logo. And I just realized I made a big mistake. They're not home and away. They're Eastern and Western Conference. Duh. But I'm all confused from the last, several All-Star weekends where they made like 4 teams, and that's when I stopped watching it. It's just so confusing. But I'm sure this year is going to be dope. We have a lot of talented, skilled players that will get to see their, show off their different skill sets. Definitely the shootout will be dope. The slap shot will be dope. So excited for that. Now let's look at the Western Conference. We have pretty much the same colors, just reversed. Now we have white as our base, and then dripping down on the waist, we got that teal, that like neon teal, and we got a black stripe, sort of similar to this jersey. It's all right. I don't like it as much as the Eastern Conference. The neck I think they could have enhanced it by having one of those colors, maybe pink on the neckline, but it's just going to be white and have a black rim on it. So that kind of stinks, but I do like the pink backdrop behind the Western Conference logo. Yeah, so these jerseys, I think they're really good. Like, they go hand in hand together well. They'll look great on the ice when they play. So I'm excited. I think these are probably some of the best, all-star jerseys we've had in the last like 20 years. They have a really cool nostalgic vibe to them, and that's awesome that Adidas is going to be creative like that and go for it. So now let's go and unbox some patches that I ordered, and I'll show you my other patches. Okay, so I have them right here. Let's open this thing. All right. So we got 2 patches right here. I got the Stadium Series that the Carolina Hurricanes and the Capitals are going to be playing in Raleigh. Get close up there. I'm going to open these up. And then we have the Winter Classic patch. So my Penguins lost, but I still, I cherish the chance the Penguins get, to be part of history and have another Winter Classic game. So I do want to collect all the Winter Classics that the Penguins were in, and I'll be showing you my other Winter Classic patches that this will join soon in the collection. So let's get these babies open and take a look at them. So my biggest battle with these patches and getting them to stick on here is the way that they put them on this paper here. Is they use like this wax, sticky wax, and I can never get my secret sticky magnetic tape that I use to get it to stick onto the metal poles behind me. I can never get it to stick for a long time because of what you're seeing right there, where you have this like, I don't know what it is. It's almost like dried glue. But it makes it so I can never attach it correctly. But here's a close-up of that patch. Amanda, can you help me out? Can you see if it focuses on the patch when I put it up close to it? Here's a close-up of this patch. Is it focusing on it?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, sweet. Did it take a second to focus?
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks. All right, just needed to know if it would do it eventually. And here's a close-up on this Winter Classic patch. You get the scoreboard, baseball scoreboard. You get that iconic NHL crest and Fenway Park, Boston. Very disappointed the Penguins lost, but happy to have this patch. Now let's open up the Stadium Series. I will be rooting for the Capitals in this game that has not happened yet. And I am also very excited to see the Capitals jersey they're coming out for the Stadium Series. Apparently they're going to be using their eagle that has, like the Capitol building inside the eagle. It's always been their shoulder patch. They're going to be using that patch as their crest for the first time. All right, let's check this out. Now, I don't know if that's like this tree that they have is like a unique tree to Raleigh. I don't know why they use that. I should have done my research, but it looks cool, and I like the red and the white contrast. So this is a really cool patch. And I don't have a Stadium Series patch yet, so I'm happy to add this to my collection. Let's put these 2 patches aside, and then we'll start our tour. Please stick around. I got some interesting patches here to talk about. So, starting off, I need to show you a very interesting jersey patch that I have before I go into my decoration patches. Yes, so we have the Stronger Than Hate patch. I would actually love to have this patch not attached to the jersey and attached to the jersey, 2 of them, because I love this patch. This was a very sad, horrific time for Pittsburgh, but it was amazing that the community got together and stood up against, just this horrific thing. I think this patch is so unique. Now, it's very interesting. This is on the jersey right here. It should be on the shoulder, but the person I bought it from definitely bought this patch separate and then decided to put it on an away Penguins Jake Gensel jersey. But I'm all right with it because I think it's actually really cool and unique. And the point of my jersey collection is not to have the rarest jerseys, but it's to document a point of history that I can look back on and remember, living through. And I love this jersey because it does that perfectly. I think it really documents an important time in Pittsburgh's history. But that being said, let's move on to the decorative patches here. Let me just grab every Stanley Cup patch I have. at once. We'll run through those, and then we'll go over some other ones. Ugh. Okay. All right. So this is going to be a lot of the same, but let's just run through them really quick. We have the Capitals Stanley Cup Championship when they won. What year is this? 2018. I should have known that. Anyhow, but this was a big moment. I remember before this, everyone's argument always was, well, Ovechkin can't be better than Crosby because he's never won a Stanley Cup. And this kind of shut everyone up. We also got to see drunk Ovechkin partying, and we realized that, you know, he's a bro. So love Ovechkin. After that Stanley Cup, I was rooting against the Capitals. I was a very strong Capitals hater at the time, but you gotta love Ovi. So let's move on. We have the Penguins 2009 Stanley Cup win. I really love this team that we had. We had James Neal. I really miss having him. He was such an amazing player all around. All right, next we have the Stanley Cup 2016 patch, and we have our Stanley Cup win 2017. Obviously, back-to-back Stanley Cups are, what dreams are made of. If you're not a Penguins, if you were on the fence of being a Penguins fan or not, if you lived through these Stanley Cups, you became one. Now, obviously, I've been a Penguins fan my whole life. My family's from Pittsburgh, so I didn't even have a choice to be a Penguins fan or not. But if you were on the fence, these back-to-back Stanley Cups, Bonino, Kessel, you had so many, the HBK line, you had so many great moments. Like, how could you not be a fan? And if any new hockey fans are out there, I encourage you guys to go back and watch those Stanley Cup series and just get a feel for how awesome they were. Now, I have a 2018 Stanley Cup patch. This is sort of, in my mind, meant to be put on a Vegas Knights jersey. I find this relevant because when will there be an expansion team where in the first year of their expansion they get to the Stanley Cup? That will never happen again. So I just wanted to use this patch to kind of commemorate that. And then we have our most recent Stanley Cup champion, the Avalanche. I love Nathan McKinnon. I love him and Crosby's relationship. Now, let's move on to our last four patches here. Okay, so first of all, we'll start with our Winter Classic patches. We have the 2008 Winter Classic when the Penguins played the Sabres and won. And then we have our 2011 Winter Classic where we played the Capitals and lost, I think, in overtime. And it was a super rainy day and sucked. But still, both these patches are super cool. This was, obviously, I'm pretty sure this was in Buffalo. But this one was at Heinz Stadium, and you can see the awesome detail there. They added the awesome detail here. They added the Golden Bridge going into Pittsburgh. Really cool. So, and last two, I have an inaugural season patch for the Golden Knights. Just very cool part of history to live through. And then the inaugural season patch for the Seattle Kraken. I love this patch. I love the waves. Super cool design. That's the video. Let me know what you guys think about those All-Star jerseys. Are you gonna watch All-Star Weekend? What players are you most excited to see? Are you excited to see Zegras? Are you excited to see? I don't even know who else is gonna be there. I don't know. I hope I get to see Timmy Stützle. I hope he gets invited. I love Timmy. Anyhow, this has been Strings and Sweaters. If you like the video, please subscribe. We have new videos daily. Leave a like on this video. Thank you guys so much for your support. As always, peace out.